Hey guys, it's Sexy Saturdays and I'm Misty Eyez. Did you miss me? Oh, I was a bad girl. I did not record last week and I do deeply apologize. I should have repeated deeply more than do. Do sounds gross. But yes, last week I was recovering. I had severe jet lag while I was in London. I did plan ahead. I actually posted while I was in London with a pre-recorded video and a pre-uploaded video. And I assumed that I would be back on, back and swinging when I got in Fort Lauderdale. And it kind of didn't happen that way. And I usually am so amazing when I prepare and plan ahead for things, but yeah, this jet lag caught me off guard. It was weird because I knew that I was going to get on the plane on a Monday and I was going to get off on a Tuesday, and therefore I was going to lose an entire day or night, and I needed to force myself to fall asleep on the plane. It was very confusing because I have Misty Eyez' time, I have America, Fort Lauderdale's time, and then I have London's time. And Misty Eyez' time is basically the exact opposite of London because I sleep every day from 7 o'clock in the morning until 3 p.m. Well, when it's 7 o'clock in the morning our time, then it is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's noon their time. Okay, so think of it this way. When we land, I get on the plane Monday night at 10 p.m. and we land in London at noon. But it's only 7 a.m. my time, which means I should just be going to bed. Which means my body was not tired enough to sleep on the plane like everyone else. Like everyone was, I had the only light on in the entire plane. Thank God I was in the back row so I didn't bother anyone. In the back row of the upgraded premium class. But yes. So I tried to trick myself into falling asleep on the plane, meaning Sunday night I didn't go to bed and I only got 3 hours of sleep Sunday night. Then Monday night I was forcing myself to sleep on the plane, which I put on 12 Years a Slave, and I fell asleep while it was on. And I woke up before it was over. So that means I had less than 2 hours of sleep. So I had to re-watch that movie because I missed it. But long story short, I did not sleep on the plane at all. And I only watched the movie during meals. Because while the meals weren't there, I was able to edit Ask Misty. So I edited a lot of Ask Misty. So the Ask Misties are back. They're going to be back for a while. I've edited them. I think there's like 20 in queue right now. So I did that all the way up there. Then I was in London. I landed on London Tuesday at noon when it's my Monday night. It really fucks me up. But you know what really fucked me up the most in London was the fact that there's no air conditioning. Now here in Fort Lauderdale, everywhere has air conditioning. I mean, you can go to the bus station, you can go to the grocery store, you can go to the mall, you can go to anybody's house, you can go to a car, you can get on a bus, you can get on a train. No matter where you go in Fort Lauderdale or Miami, there is air conditioning. Even poor people have air conditioning. Air conditioning is everywhere. But there's 1 week out of the year where we get really cold weather. Sometimes it's December, sometimes it's January, but there's that 1 week in Fort Lauderdale where you're like, freezing. Just 1 week, and my freezing is definitely not your freezing wherever you live. My apartment's set at 70 degrees, and when it's freezing outside, which means it's colder outside than it is in my apartment, that's freezing to me. But yeah, Fort Lauderdale freezing. But yes, everyone needs to put on pants and sweaters and coats, jackets or whatever, and just to definitely not wear shorts and flip-flops because it's not summer weather. And that happens for a week in Fort Lauderdale. And apparently that's the week I went there in London. I get off the plane in shorts. By the way, when I visit my family in Alaska, even if it's not summer, I still wear shorts. I get on the plane in Fort Lauderdale wearing shorts, and I get off, and then when I get into the airport and grab my bags, that's when I put on my winter or jeans or whatever. Because it's just much more comfortable to travel in shorts. Trying to get comfortable on a plane in jeans and a belt, going through security with jeans and a belt, and it's just so much easier to like wear flip-flops and shorts and be like through Border Patrol. So yeah, long story short, I was in London the week they needed an air conditioner. Nobody had it. I was so hot. I remember I was making out with one of the guys at one of the clubs. I was at XXL, which is a big leather bear bar. And I was making out with a guy, and he goes, "Do you want to come back to my place?" And I go, "Do you have air conditioning?" He laughed at me like it was a joke. And I'm like, "No, I'm serious. Do you have air conditioning?" And he's like, "No." And I go, "Okay, then I'll just go to Dr. Justin's, because Dr. Justin Varney doesn't have air conditioning either, but I know I have my own bed." And I didn't want to cuddle up. I love cuddling. It's my favorite thing to do. I really love intimacy, and I love cuddling. And I don't want to cuddle up next to some guy in a bed that's not mine when it's hot and I'm sweaty. It just does not sound appealing. So I was like, "No, I'm gonna go to Dr. Justin's, but thanks for making out with me." Long story short. Yeah, I just had at the end of the day, the longest amount of sleep I was able to get in London was 3 hours. My clock and it being backwards. I mean, imagine trying to go to bed at noon. It's just really hard. Plus, trying to go to bed at noon when you're used to sleeping in cold air and sleeping in hot, sweaty air. They did put a fan in my room, which was very sweet of them, and I put it next to my face and it helped, but it was still hot. Oh my gosh, I sound like I'm complaining about London. I had the most amazing time in London. I'll put pictures here for you, but okay, so last week's topic was a vlog. We could talk about anything we want. So I'm going to kind of catch up on last week's before I go into this week's and talk about London. I had an amazing time. Dr. Justin Varney and Dr. Mark Bennett got married. They're very close friends of mine. Especially, I was friends with Dr. Justin Varney first, so I would say he's a closer friend. But over the past 3 years, I've really bonded with them. They signed up in fact, Dr. Mark Bennett is the one that coined the term lashes for my fans, because Morgan McMichaels had the Morgasms and Latrice Royale had the Royal Court. And I was like, well, what should I call my fans? And Dr. Mark Bennett came back to me a couple days later and was like, "Your lashes. We're Misty Eyes' lashes." I'm like, oh my god, I love it. So now I call all my fans lashes. And but anyways, they've been in my group for the last 3 years on the cruise. And when I was invited to their wedding, I was like, hell yes. So I saved up, went to their wedding, had an amazing time. Yes, they're workaholics and they had to work, but several friends for me to travel around and sightsee London with. I got to see London with Dominic, who I met on last year's cruise, friends with Justin, and from America, they came for the wedding. I got to travel around and sightsee. From Texas, we had Ricky, and then from Seattle, Washington, we had Sister Glow Your Own Way. And I always call her Glow in the Dark, but Sister Glow in Your Own Way, one of the Sister Perpetual Indulgence, was there to offer a blessing. And I got there on Tuesday. I thought it was Monday, but I really got there Tuesday. And I hung out with Dominic, and then for the first 2 days, and then Sister Glow got there, and Ricky, and we all hung out, and then after the wedding we did the Buckingham Palace, and it was just amazing. We had a really great time, lots of sightseeing. I got to see the Big Ben. Oh, unfortunately it's just a clock. Hashtag side screen. But yeah, I had an amazing time. It was just a beautiful wedding. Justin and Mark were very equal rights with their everything. Their decorations, even on their poster they had glad speech, quotes about equality and seeing the world and sharing the world. And it was amazing. I was there with, it was funny because I kind of felt like I was in my own family. There was definitely some open-minded people there and gay people that were friends of Justin and Mark. And then you had the very proper British people that were very prim and very polished. And I felt, warring sides where everyone was very respectful and peaceful. Well, I emceed the reception of the wedding. And I took it as a liberty to be like, all right. Well, first of all, I was like, hello, love. I've only been here 4 days, but I'm now Madonna because I'm completely British. Although I haven't been here very long. I'm feeling a bit knackered, but I'm definitely British. By the way, thank you, Eyez, who taught me the word knackered. A British word that we don't use here in America. It means I'm very tired, exhausted. I haven't had much sleep. I got in the car on the way to the wedding. He rode with us to the wedding, and I said, "Hi, how are you?" He goes, "I'm a bit knackered." And I'm like, "Honey, you're not naked." He goes, "Knackered." It means exhausted. So, I had a great time. Oh my God, it was so much fun. I'm sad that I'm back, and I can't wait to go back. I have to think of a reason. So if they need to renew their vows next year, how about that? But I had an absolutely brilliant time. Thank you so much for being amazing hosts to Dr. Justin Varney and Dr. Mark Bennett. Thank you for inviting me into your life and helping me shine bright like a diamond for my community and representing your community and a part of your lives that you both share to your friends and family. Again, special thank you to Sister Glow for being one of my travel buddies. She came from Seattle, Washington, and we did a lot of sightseeing together. Also from Dallas, Texas, Ricky. I know you loved me, and I know I teased you a lot, but I think Ricky was also suffering from severe jet lag and was very, very, like, not miserable, but quiet. Like, he was there. He was eager to do anything I wanted to do. He was my sightseeing buddy, but he just acted like he didn't want to do anything, even though I know he did. And he was just very, very quiet, and I think a bit knackered. Thank you, Dominic. You were amazing. Yes, I teased you for standing me up and leaving me everywhere I was. I was at the Waterloo station for 3 hours waiting for Dominic. Hashtag, I'm from out of town. I don't know anything about London, and I'm waiting at the Starbucks. But it was amazing. I was able to charge my Wi-Fi and charge my phone, and I wasn't mad at you. I had a great time. Dominic was a very, very, very great hostess and tour guide, and I really and truly appreciate it. Sister Glow and I got lost together so many times. It was amazing and fun. But Dr. Justin and Dr. Mark pulled out all the stops. I mean, they truly made my stay so amazing and so blessing. Even Dom hired the wedding party. Pedicures. I mean, they really pulled out all the stops, and I truly do thank them. But a couple people I want to thank that, Kenny was my table mate. I sat at I wasn't a part of the royal family, so I didn't sit at the wedding party table, and I didn't know, like, hardly anyone at the wedding, and I think that's kind of their purpose. Like, even married people were separated. It was assigned seating, and it was very well thought out. But I sat next to Kenny. He was also from the States and from New York. And I had an amazing time with Kenny, my table mate. In fact, I have a picture of all the people at my table. I don't remember everyone's name, but I'm going to post a picture of them because I had a really, really great time with everyone at my party, but especially Kenny. Kenny, you turned it. You truly made my night special. And Ian, I truly enjoyed hanging out with you as well. Wow, you're really tall and you have a really deep voice, and I think that's very sexy. So that's my London vlog. So let's go to tonight's topic for Queens of the Week. This week we have Lady Portia's topic. Her topic is, if you could have any dream job or career, what would you choose? Why is this your dream job? And do you think you can still achieve this dream job and or career? Alright, so honestly, I've had many, many dream jobs in my life. When I was little, I remember in church, we were very, very religious growing up, and I remember in one of my churches, in Sunday school or something, they asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said Miss America. And the entire class laughed at me and made fun of me. Thank God it wasn't at my school, because if it was at my school, it probably would have been labeled that for, like, life, because it was, like, really embarrassing. But then later at school, somebody asked what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said a nurse. Also got fiercely made fun of, and that one was at school, but fortunately we moved quick after that, so nobody made fun of me. But the reason those were my dream jobs as a child is because I want to be Miss America still today, or Miss Continental, or Miss something. But also, I just love helping people. Obviously, that's why I do Ask Misties, and that's why I do the Misty Minutes, as I truly love helping people. So that was a childhood dream, to be a nurse. But growing up, my only phobia in life, it's weird to say, is vomit. I can't see it, hear, or smell it. If I can see it, hear, or smell it, I vomit. Even like in, I don't even want to think about it. The Johnny Knoxville movies, I can't talk about it, But I puked in the theater. It's really gross to me. So that's kind of a thing that happens in hospitals sometimes. People puke. So I never really pursued that. But in college, I changed my I changed my major every semester. My first one was voice performance. And then I realized that, whoa, to be a singer, you have to sing like 27 hours a day. And that's impossible since there's only 24. And I couldn't sight read because I'm dyslexic and I never learned how to read music. And that's kind of something you need to do when you're a voice performance major. And I got very discouraged. My voice teacher died like 3 months into it. He was trying to change me from being a baritone to a tenor opera singer. And I was like, whoa, I can't do this. And he was really fucking me up and I was really pissed and bitter and he died and I'm like, fine, that's a sign from God. So I never sang again. I switched my major to drama, television, film. And then I was like, why am I graduating from a Christian college with a drama major? The only thing I'll do is teach in a high school drama class. I don't want to do that. What gay man's going to teach in a high school? Nobody would allow that ever. So then, but thankfully that's how I learned makeup skills from the theater department. Then I changed my major to psychology. And I think that's probably what I would be today if I were not so involved with drag. That would probably be my career choice. I love the human brain and I truly do love helping people. And I think I would want to be a psychologist. I would love to get a master's in psychology and just really help people. At the time, I was going to emphasize in child psychology because as a child, I was molested and I was abused and I was traumatized and I went through a lot of things, including self-hatred. When I was 9 years old, I knew I was gay and I knew that I was going to hell and I thought, because I don't believe that anymore, but I knew that everyone around me hated me, that the church hated me and that my family hated me and that, you know, Christians were like, ugh, you have the demon inside you. So I wanted to help other people. So if it wasn't for child psychology, I also wanted to be high school guidance counselor because I love, and I could probably, I don't know if I would still do that today, but that's something I would still like to do. Psychology and even a high school guidance counselor because I was traumatized in school, like literally traumatized. Like, and I wasn't an ugly kid, I was just a really gay kid. And we were in a really, really, really poor, broke, like pastor's budget with 7 kids. Like we can't afford name brand clothes. And poor, like made fun of dirt, poor gay boy. And I think I wanted to always go back and help other children that were struggling. And maybe that's why I started doing the Ask Misties, and because I can still help people. I don't even know who they are, what they look like. I don't actually have relationships with most people that I help, but it's a way for me to help people. Not as a psychologist, not as a guidance counselor, but to help people. Yeah, so if I never really pursued the art field of female impersonation, I think I would be a psychologist or a guidance counselor. But I kind of still wish I was a singer. Like, why did I give up? Like, I don't know. I shouldn't have given up. I should have forced myself to press on even though I can't sight read. There's got to be a way around it. Although it was really, really hard. But yeah, my dream job would be a psychologist. But now, after drag, those are my dream jobs if I never started doing drag. Now, after drag, I would say as a drag queen, my dream job would probably be like to be a Joan Rivers on The View or on the red carpet or even selling her jewelry on the Home Shopping Network. I just love everything that she does. Joan Rivers is like an idol to me. Stanley Tucci is like an idol to me. They're so diverse and cross-pollinated in their careers. Like, they're so, like, Stanley Tucci, for example, is a writer and a director and an actor, and he's just... Jennifer Coolidge is a character actress. Melissa McCarthy. Like, I want to be somebody that can be serious but can also poke fun at themselves. But I'm sorry, that's being distracted. I'm getting off on a tangent. My dream job, if to include drag and the art of female impersonation, I would love to be on the red carpet as Joan Rivers, hashtag the drag queen. I would not impersonate her, of course, but I'd be like, darling, what are you wearing? Who are you wearing? Darling, darling. I think that would be awesome. And just to kiki and have fun with the celebrities. I would love that. A Misty Meets on the red carpet kind of gig, you know, just to cackle and have fun. That would be my dream job. As a drag queen, Joan Rivers, anything that she does, celebrity red carpets, she doesn't do The View, but like The View, her fashion show, I fucking just love her. But if I never started doing drag, I would probably still go back to being a doctor of psychology or maybe a high school guidance counselor. And part 3, do you think you can achieve this dream? I probably can't achieve the psychology dream. My student loans are still freaking calling me and bugging me and trying to get my money. So I probably can't go back to school right now or ever. But I could probably still do like a Joan Rivers or be on The View like a Barbara Walters. I would love that. That's why when Pedro asked me to do Queens of the Week, I was like, it's like an internet version of The View. Let's do it. You know, we need a naughty Christian bitch. We need a Whoopi Goldberg. We need a sassy, you know, whatever. Let's do it. And it's funny because I don't even watch The View, but I know I love it and I would want to be a part of it. I mean, I have seen it, but I don't like TiVo it. So yeah, that's Misty Eyez for Queens of the Week. You get 2 in 1 this week. I hope you truly enjoyed it and appreciated it. Loving you is easy.